My name is Charlie Ernst.
And I am Dylan Horo. Today is April 24th, 2015. Today is going to be a good day.
Yes, it is going to be a good day because it's Friday.
Charlie, what's your favorite part of WPTE?
The chuckles.
I've got a good one to crack you up. Why are there gates around cemeteries?
I don't know. Why?
Because everyone is dying to get in.
Haha, good one, Dylan. Now let's see what's on the menu for lunch today.
Today's lunch is chicken tenders with breadstick, barbecue pulled pork sandwich, and popcorn chicken salad.
Hey, enjoy your lunch today, Charlie.
Thanks, you too.
Now let's pass it on to Chloe Tapnio. She is standing by with Mrs. Ah, Carmel Clay's Teacher of the Year.
Chloe, take it away.
Thanks, Charlie and Dylan. I'm here with Mrs. Ah. Mrs. Ah has been named the Teacher of the Year in all Carmel Clay schools. Congratulations, Mrs. Ah. Prairie Trace is so lucky to have you at our school. What do you love best about teaching?
There's so much that I love about teaching. I love the people I work with. I love having the students that I have every year. I love when I get to have families of students in the past, and I have siblings. I've had some where I've had all three. I love seeing the excitement in the kids' faces when they get something. I love helping them problem solve and work through things. I love everything about it.
Yeah. Were you surprised, and how did you find out you won this honor?
I was very surprised. There probably is nothing in my life that I've been more surprised about than this. Mrs. Shipp, we have a staff meeting where she delivers a lot of information to teachers. And we had one on Monday, and it was very normal because we hadn't had one in April yet. And we all sat down, and someone happened to say, there's a man out in the hall with a big bouquet of flowers. And so everyone walked in, and it was the superintendent. And he started by saying, well, you know, it's that time of year for Teacher of the Year. And he said, this year it's someone here. And then when he said, and I would like for Sarah to come down, at that point I don't really know what happened afterwards because my heart was beating so fast I couldn't hear anything. And that's how we found out. So it was pretty memorable. And then my family all walked in, my twin boys, my husband, my mom and dad, my daughter, everyone walked in. So it was a really neat surprise.
Yeah, really cool. Do you have any advice for young Prairie Trace students who hope to become teachers someday?
Just like any other job, teaching is hard work. There are days you have great days and you feel like you're the best and you love it. And then there are days where you go home and you're really down on yourself because maybe something didn't go as you had hoped, or you tried something new and it just wasn't that great. And so teaching is very hard, but you have to be dedicated. You have to love kids, you have to love working with people, and you just have to give it your best. And that's what I tell my students. You have to just do your personal best all the time, and it's the same with teaching.
Before we go, a few of Mrs. Ah's students are with us to share why Mrs. Ah deserves Teacher of the Year.
Mrs. Ah deserves this award because she really makes you want to go to school, and because of the way she teaches.
Whenever she does new projects, she finds ways to make it fun. And also, she came to one of my basketball games outside of school, and that was really cool. We won, by the way.
Mrs. Ah deserves this award because she's always willing to help someone, and she doesn't want to make them go into middle school until they get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Back to the studio.
Now back to the studio. Yeah.
Mrs. Ah is a great leader and a great teacher too. We're so proud of her.
Now let's check in with Alex Pellegrino to see what the weather has in store for us. Alex, take it away.
Freeze warning has been issued this morning as temperatures take a deep dive for the second day in a row. Looking ahead to the weekend, Saturday will be a fairly wet day with showers and periods of rain moving through. Sunday will feature mostly sunny skies and a high right around 60 degrees. Our normal high temperature this time of year is 66 degrees. It does look like we will get close to that number by the middle of next week. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Alex. Sounds like any outdoor activity this weekend will be pretty wet.
Oh man, at least we can jump through puddles.
Now on to sports. We have another great weekend of sports ahead of us.
Let's turn it over to Owen Hirschberger for more information. Owen, take it away.
Thanks, Dylan and Charlie. Indy 11 is looking pretty good. This Saturday we play the Carolina Redhawks. The Indianapolis Indians play Toledo on Saturday. Good luck to Indy 11 and the Indians. Now back to Dylan and Charlie in the studio.
Thanks, Owen. Looks like we have another great weekend of sports ahead of us. Go sports!
We have some birthdays to celebrate today. Take it away.
Happy birthday to Hannah O. and Sophia Yang.
Happy birthday.
We are continuing to witness great leaders at Prairie Trace.
Olivia Penman is standing by with a few members of the green team.
I can't wait to see what they have to share about Earth Week. Olivia, take it away.
Thank you, Dylan and Charlie. I'm Olivia Penman, standing by with Allison and Greta from the Green Club team. What is your favorite part about Earth Day?
My favorite part about Earth Day is seeing everybody working together to make our Earth a better place.
Allison, why do you think that it is important to help the environment?
Well, one day when we all grow up, we're going to be living on this earth, and if we don't take care of it now, then it's not going to be good enough for us to live on.
What did you do this week to help the earth become more safe and environmentally friendly?
Well, as you see right now, we're going to give trees to the third graders so they can plant them, and so everybody can breathe and make the earth a better place.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to answer these questions for WPTE viewers. Now back to Dylan and Charlie in the studio.
Thanks, Olivia. It's awesome seeing 2nd through 5th graders being such great leaders.
It's so fun watching leaders showing their abilities throughout the school. I think it's time to fill our brains with a little knowledge.
Let's turn it over to Bella and Jenna for Did You Know?
Thanks, Dylan and Charlie. Welcome to Did You Know? My name is Bella Shemansky.
And I'm Jenna Collins. I know that a lot of you are getting ready for the weekend, but before you go,
Did you know? Tennessee is bordered by 8 states: Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, and Virginia, more than any U.S. state.
cool, I didn't know. But did you know that the most common fast food, the French fry, was originally from Belgium?
I love French fries.
Now back to Dylan and Charlie in the studio.
Thank you, Bella and Jenna. I didn't know that, but now I do.
Prairie Trace has been a busy place with all the clubs going on lately.
Pubs running has just started, and Emma has interviewed Mrs. Carlisle, the leader of that team.
Let's hand it over to Emmy with Miss Carlisle. Emmy, take it away.
Thanks, Dylan and Charlie. I'm Emmy Carlisle, and I'm with one of the coaches from Pups Running, Miss Carlisle. Thank you for taking a few minutes to tell us about Pups Running, also volunteering for Pups Running too.
You're welcome.
Can you tell our listeners all about Pups Running?
Pups Running is a chance for 4th and 5th grade students to compete in short distance running events. We have in the fall, we have cross country where you run 1.2 miles, I believe it is, over at Northview. And now in the spring we have track and we run 100 meters and 400 meters over at Carmel Middle School track.
Cool. If a student is interested in participating in Pups Running, what should they do?
Talk to their parents. There's usually an email that comes out, and on our Prairie Press, a little reminder of when registration is. There's usually a week or two of time to register. Register, pay your fee. You can get a t-shirt or no t-shirt, and off and running.
What leadership habits are necessary to be part of Pups Running?
Oh, really have to work as a team, even though track and running is an individual sport, as you're running against your own time. You still have to work as a team, cheer each other on. I believe one of the words is synergize together, and definitely a win-win situation. And it's a great way to sharpen your saw, as I hear you guys say all the time.
Thank you for all the great information. Remember, if you enjoy running and having fun with your friends, Pups Running is definitely for you. Now back to Charlie Dillon in the studio.
Pups running sounds exciting.
Thank you, Mrs. Carlisle and our PTO for making that club possible for us at Prairie Trace.
I heard the talent show is coming up.
I did too. Let's hand it over to Jenny, who has Mrs. Gray with her. Jenny, over to you.
I'm standing by with Miss Gray, Isabella, Emmy, and Jenna. Thank you for taking time out of talent show practices to give the WPTE viewers an inside look at the acts. Jenna, Bella, Kendall, and Emmy are MCs this year. Kendall was unable to join us.
Hey, Kendall!
What kind of act should we be expecting this year?
Well, I think we have just about everything covered. We have some singing, we have some dancing. I think we might have a little bit of some comedy, some magic, all kinds of acts.
Miss Gray, thank you for helping the 5th graders showcase their talents. How are they doing? Any insider information you can share with the viewers?
Well, my only inside information I have is that some of the skits are pretty funny. I think we're going to have the audience laughing, but I don't want to give too much away.
How exciting! When are we able to see the variety shows?
The variety show this year is Friday, May 22nd, so we have about a month to go before we get to see it.
You heard it here first. May 22nd in the gym, you will be able to see all of the talented 5th grade students at Prairie Trace. Now back to Dylan and Charlie in the studio.
Before we conclude this edition of WPTE, Mrs. Dragus has a special message to share.
I just want to give a shout out to all those 4th and 5th graders who signed up for Battle of the Books. We are looking forward to starting today in the Media Center. So good luck to all those teams.
The reigning champ returns. That concludes this edition of WPTE. We will end with the Pledge of Allegiance, Leadership Pledge, in a moment of silence. Don't forget to sharpen your saws this weekend, and we'll see you on the prairie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge, as a Prairie Trace Elementary leader, to have a positive attitude each day. I will make good choices even when no one is looking. I will demonstrate the 7 habits to make myself and my school an amazing place.
Clap